likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. For 5 minutes of likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes.
Attention is a drug.
They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. For 5 minutes of likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes.
Hello, everybody out there.
Everybody.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Michael. And this is Luxurious Lounge. We're so happy to have you guys here. Remember, we're luxurious. We did it again.
All right.
Mark? We did it again.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Every
Well,
year.
everyone in
Hey,
virtual
guys.
world. Go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, I just say hello to everybody. I hope you're having a great rest of your week. Please be sure, as the music suggests, we hear that earworm in your brain to like, comment, share, repeat. Just like, comment, share. No, but yeah. So Mike, how are you doing today? How's your day?
I'm doing really well. I want to say hello to everyone out there in virtual world that we're live on Instagram. So if you're Instagram, we're on there too. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, we're on absolutely everything. So if you have some sort of media, we're probably on it. More especially on other sites right now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Sorry.
paywall. For sure, paywall.
No, but I'm doing really good. Had a really good day today. I taught martial arts today. I worked and I worked with a client today too. So I've been busy working really good. Things have been really good. I feel really good spirits. How are you feeling, Mark? How's your day?
I'm good. Excuse me. You guys know our show is live, so right now I'm actually I was trying to post something on our Instagram. And you guys don't see a lot of things we do behind the scenes. So what we typically do is when we post things before we start our video, but sometimes technology doesn't work the way we want it to, so that happens that way. So I mean, right now I'm just kind of just reposting it. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check us out. We're on SoundCloud, we're on YouTube, we're on everything. We're on Period Kitchen, we're on. We're on paper cups, we're on everything.
Yeah.
So
We're there.
Mike, yeah, we are there. So Mike, do you want to start off us off real quick?
Absolutely. So I'll go with my first story. So I will go with So there's this big controversy. I'm gonna say allegedly before I say anything because it's so random. It's so crazy. My question to you is, Mark, what's the last thing that you want to find in your energy drink?
I would not want to find any aspartame. That's the first thing. So it's funny. Me and my brother, we talk about this a lot when it comes to drinks. Like I do my best to be conscious of what's actually in my drink, and aspartame is like in a lot of energy drinks, a lot of sugar-free drinks. But that's the one thing I wouldn't want on my drink.
Yeah, it's really funny because
more of a weird.
You want to find the Fantavirus in it, absolutely, because you possibly couldn't get it if you're not lucky. So the reason I say that is because people have been finding Mickey and Minnie's inside their cans of certain drinks. So say allegedly, like Monster. There's also been Alani, some Starbucks cans and stuff too. So I'm gonna say allegedly because it's almost like some of them is factual, some isn't. So I'm gonna say across the board it's alleged. Yeah, so people have been cutting open up the cans and finding like rodents inside of their drinks. Mark, what do you think about this?
I think that's disgusting. Like I know for me, like I know guys, some of you heard our podcast before, we talked about how, in you get snack foods and stuff, there's an amount of animal product like insects. It's okay for them to sell it, but a whole mouse, it's giving
Yeah, I'm just saying
autism, it's
it's not. I
giving
mean, I
it's
say it's fine
giving
to have
it's
Mickey on your
giving
shirt, Mickey in a hat, but not in the can. That's too much. Low T. It's too
yeah,
much.
that's disgusting.
Um, yeah,
I don't want to kiss Mickey, or I don't want to.
or
I
many.
don't want to mix DNA or Minnie or whatever. I don't want. It's just disgusting. Ugh,
I know, I know, I
disgusting.
know.
Gross.
Okay, here you go, Mark.
Mhm.
Here, here's the next
I
story.
got you. So, yeah, I'm ready for the next story. So the next story I have is very interesting. So I know you Mike were talking about this earlier. I don't know which way I want to go with the direction first. I want to go with this story. Let me look. Okay, which go with it. Okay. So the next story is have you heard of this? So there's a lady that's actually discovered that she was Michael. How would you feel if someone actually was pretending to be your race or your ethnicity and getting all the accolades for it? Like, was cosplaying being a
Oh,
multiracial
like you mean
person?
like Rachel Dolezal, kind of like that kind of thing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a Rachel Dolezal. This story's been out for a while, but it's resurfacing. There's a lady named Buffy Sainte Marie. She stripped of her honorary degree of Native American ancestry over a dispute. Pretty much, she was pretending to be Native, and she actually was a musician. She did songs on Sesame Street and actually got a lot of accolades and awards. Well, now the University of Toronto has rescinded her honorary degree due to her ongoing disputes of her claiming to be Indigenous Cree ancestry. She said that she had. So she's an Oscar. What is it? She's an Oscar winner. So now everything that she's done, they're looking into question and going back and looking at it. So,
Wow.
I mean, yeah, and I know, yeah. So I mean, maybe we'll have different terms for this, like they say, transracial. What was the other one, Michael? That the other one.
Um, I can't. It just doesn't come to mind.
Yeah,
So
we might. Which over there. We don't want to get in
you can
trouble.
look it up. You can look it up.
Yeah. So, Mike, what do you think about this? What do you think about Rachel? First of all, let's do this. What do you think about Rachel Dolezal and about people who actually do
Yeah.
this? And then in this specific story, what do you think about?
Well, let's talk about Rachel Dolezal first because she actually
Yeah.
got a job at the NAACP, and they say she pretended to be a black woman. She permed her hair and got skin tan and all this stuff to make her look and makeup, make her look like she's black, which she's not. She's actually white. I think it's horrible because it's deplorable because what you're doing is you're taking spots people who actually need that position. So just like this woman who she had an honorary degree from Toronto because they gave it to her because of all the work she did in terms of going on Sesame Street, and you just gotta wonder on Sesame Street was she like doing teaching the kids about fraud and lying and being fake and phony? I mean, definitely the message for the day because if that was it, then she nailed it. But beyond that, yeah, Big Bird snuffle up against lying to each other because it's woman, I don't know, fighting over. But anyway. all I'm saying is,
Can you imagine like there's just her fighting and then if her Oscar hitting her is falling in the trash, these trash can just.
I mean,
That's where her career is going.
Yeah, but it's bad because think about this. There's some people who deserve that award or those positions, and you take away from that when you pretend to be that race. So basically, people who worked all their lives trying to get those positions don't have it because you took that spot and you did deserve it. And not saying that you don't deserve it because of your race, but it's just like they want sort of that particular race or that particular people to represent them, and you want the world to be represented that way too. But it's hard. People want to pretend to be something they're not. I feel like you can appreciate other people's culture and things of that nature without having to pretend to be that culture itself.
Yeah. So our editor says that the term is pretending, but in general, and then the views.
We didn't make that up. Make sure they know we made that.
Yeah, we didn't make that up. So yeah. So in general, what I absolutely agree with my brother. Like I feel like to me, people like that, like this, I feel like there's a mental disorder or something.
Yeah.
I feel like to me, like it's okay if you want to appreciate a culture and want to be part of it. It's okay. I know a lot of cultures, especially I know with Native culture and also with Africa, we tend to be more forgiving and want people to learn our culture and learn more about it because we're we're
Mhm.
quote unquote the subculture. However, you should understand that there's a difference between appreciation and appropriation. And when you appropriate a whole culture and like I said, you cosplay
Yeah,
a whole creative culture, that's not good, and it's unfair to people who actually work hard and actually want those accolades and deserve those. So yeah, I agree.
agreed. Okay.
You go, bro.
I'll go to my next story. So mine's about. I'm not sure if you guys heard about this, but Heinz ketchup changed the color of their ketchup. It's a big thing because people say it's because of different things and that, but it's because of people have been frauding the ketchup. So when I say frauding the ketchup, I mean like imagine big restaurants and companies. They know that the ketchup's so expensive. What they've been doing is they're buying cheaper brands of ketchup and pouring it into the Heinz bottles. You think you're eating Heinz ketchup, but you're not. You're actually having some third party. So they did to alleviate this. They actually changed the color, made it darker and made it like a darker hue. Because even this has changed dark hue, so you can tell the difference between that bright red, which is not their ketchup, and the off-brand kind, right? No name brand of ketchup. Mark, what do you think about this?
I think that's smart to differentiate yourself so that the people can tell. But I think also, do you remember back in the day when they came out with green ketchup? They tried to make it like more natural, and they make it. And to me, honestly, like I guess is it Sensia? That's that the ability of seeing something and you associate a taste with it. I think it's called Sensia or Sensasia, or something like that. But to me, I think it's funny. Like to me, I agree. Like to me, if I see a certain color and it's not what I'm used to, then I feel like the taste it will taste weird or different. So to me, I think it's great that they actually do that. Also, I think it's kind of shady that I get it because they want you to have that they have the best quality. I guess it should be an honor to Heinz that they're the best quality ketchup. So I guess it's great that they feel that way. But yeah, I think it's great. Smart they changed the color. What do you think, bro?
Would you rather have ketchup or catsup?
Ketchup for sure. Okay, so I will go with my next story. Let's see what my next story is. Okay, so Mike, have you heard this? And honestly, it's funny we talk about this, but all rumors are true. We are defying our age. We're aging backwards because they say that house music, the new study shows that it actually slows your aging. So if you guys didn't know this, it's a new study came out from scientists that house music, because the BPMs are between 120 and 130, that they actually range may actually show you to age down as much as 6 years. So are you house heads out there? Are you people who are our family we know who are house heads and enjoy house music? Look at us guys. So like we're saying, like Mike, what do you think about this story? And yeah, tell me what you think about house music and about this amazing discovery.
I think it's pretty amazing. I think in general, when it comes to music, music's a key piece, an important thing in everyone's life. I think the fact that specific types of music can actually help age your body, the frequency and your heartbeat and your whole rhythmic system and everything in your body. I think that's pretty amazing. I imagine the people were in that kind of industry for years who look young too, so that kind of corroborates that story completely. So I definitely agree that you should looking young for sure. You're so funny.
Oh, we reverse time. No, but I think it's true because like no, it's cool because I think to me, I really enjoy. I mean, you guys don't know we love. And unless you're a rock, we love house music. It's our base of our music, and just in general, to me, like if you haven't heard it yet, go to our SoundCloud and listen. Like honestly, we want you to be able to reverse your time and be like us.
I mean, it's so important. I mean, the other option you have, you do what we do, what our ops or enemies do. They get really close to your face and open your mouth and suck in your ear. Make yourself young.
Take the energy away. No. But also, just give you a bit more facts on this. They actually did survey 35,000 people in this research, and they said, and it says basically that it reduces cortisol, stress hormone tied to aging to about up to 20%. So that's why. Wow. And I think also we were talking about this earlier that you think about we're all frequencies, and we're all kind of rhythms, right? And internally, so you think about it, our beats per minute, our heart, it matches our heart rate, the 120, 130. So it actually kind of matches that to give you that, to kind of calm you. So that's why it's great. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes, I think this is my other story I have. So basically, what would you do, Mark, if you say, for example, right now? So I'm your twin brother. Lee's your best friend. You have so many friends. You have a whole life. You live this life for how many years? We won't disclose how old we are because it's your business. But we look great. But so imagine one day you just wake up and you find out that nut was real. Period. And you're 7 years old. I'm sorry. You woke up and you're a teenager.
Wow.
You're 14 years old. What would you do?
Oh, wow. I mean, I would be kind of sad, but I'd be kind of shocked, I guess. Yeah.
So this
I guess
happened.
I would actually.
This happened to a girl. Her name is Celia Verdera. She's 19-year-old from France. She was in a 3-week medically induced coma. She believes she's living a separate life for 7 years, and basically in her unconscious state, she experienced vivid dreams in which she gave birth to triplets named Mila, Miles, and Malay, raising them and forming deep emotional bonds. And then eventually when she wakes up, she's in so much trauma because she says her kids are gone. She cries so bad. She actually she's in therapy now to take care of that. So,
sad is sad.
What do you think about this?
I think that's crazy, right? That's like almost like you're like in a part of a multiverse or part of a different dimension. That's so crazy. I think, but I think they say that all. I don't know if you heard this kind of funny through line I've heard about dimensions and about multiverses is that all your multiverses run at the exact same time. So then, for example, they said that you actually, it's remember that you never die. You just continue on the next timeline. So I think that's interesting. But I think, it could be possible. It could be possible where there's another timeline where, I don't know, like I don't know, that we're CEO somewhere or do some different.
There's so many theories out there. Like one theory is like that we're all part of one big collective dream. There's so this master thing is dreaming and wakes up, we're all gone. So isn't that crazy? Reality is just your own perception, right? Which is insane.
I agree, but I think if I did go back to an age where it's like teenager, right, I would take all the things I've learned as an adult and apply it to what I knew as a teenager to maybe move more progressive, move ahead. That's how I probably would do. I'm guessing our viewers out there would do the same thing too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So my next story, let's get a good one here. Okay, so Mike, have you heard of this? So there's this new kind of Scamiana. It's a bill curry where there's so you go to Walmart, right? And you imagine you buy something, you're gonna buy it. I want to get something, I want to make sure, I'm just gonna get it and just put it up and play my music or I'm gonna use it to best my abilities and not really worry about it. Well, if you didn't know this, Walmart has actually acquired Vizio, and now they're actually having it so that it's preferred that you install your application so that their TV can actually use this function, such as like using Netflix, connecting to different applications, going to the internet, things like that. So there's a way to bypass it where you can actually don't connect to Wi-Fi, just run the TV, get it connected. But it's actually so infused into the application that it can confuse you to actually installing and actually keeping an application from Walmart and actually using their subscription service. So, Mike, what do you think about this? It's funny, we talked about this about last week about subscription services and how they're coming up now with different ways to make money. Now Walmart's doing it. So, Mike, what do you think about this?
I think it's horrible because I kind of feel like it's mostly gonna hurt the elderly generation because they're not gonna know how to deal with it. So they'll probably like sign up and not know they're signed up to it and stuff. So I think it's bad that way. I think there should be a clear option. Do you want what's preloaded on TV? Yes or no? It needs to be really clear and big as possible, so that people don't get confused or misconstrued. I think I think honesty is the best policy. If you're gonna do it, have it preloaded. It's fine, but make sure that there's a clear option of I don't want the service, right? Thank you for recommending it, but I think that's the best way to deal with those situations, kind of thing. Other than that, you are like preying on people, allegedly preying on people. That's
No, I agree. I think this has been going on for years, or where companies have doing this, especially like with the computers and stuff too, as well. Like even if you guys don't know, outside of my job here, I work in tech. And a lot of times when we do computers, that there's a way to actually bypass all the products that Windows or Mac gets you when you first get it. But in general, it comes pre-installed, all those things. So you're assuming that, okay, I have to sign up for this, but it's never explained. So I think it's important that you know your rights as a user. And also I think it's important because you think about it, like Mike said, if you're elderly or you don't know anything about technology, if you sign up for these things, what ends up happening is you're giving your rights away. You're giving, for example, think about it. Your TV, what do most TVs now have on them? They have cameras, they have audio. So basically they're giving abilities for them to listen in on you, to take your privacy away. So it's important that you really, really understand what you're signing up for when you get your products.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right, so I have my last story. So my last story is this. So what would you do if you're about to graduate, right? You're about to, it's your big day. You worked 4 years, 6 years, how long it is to get your degree, and you're on stage, you're ready to go, and we're all excited, and we're about to go up. But you know what happens though? It's the speaker basically tells everybody, you know what, hold your degree up. You might as well just make it toilet because you might as well wipe your butt with it because it's going to be worth. That's pretty much what happened. So basically, several universities universities had commission speeches. They went completely left because the speakers pretty much praised AI or defended AI. So we have about 3 universities. One was CEO Scott Burchetta. He defended AI after graduates booed him talking about AI. And that was at MTSU, which is Middletown State University. University. And then another one was in Arizona, was Eric Schmidt. Same kind of thing. Talking about AI, glorifying AI. And then the last one was Gloria Caulfield. She's booed at UOCF, which is University of Florida, Caltech, I think, or Control. I can't remember what it's called, but same thing. Where she's saying that that AI was the next industrial revolution. She basically praised AI. So you have all these people. Yeah. Also, Chris Duffy of Adobe faced criticism again. So he spoke at Marquette University, calling choice speaker. So that if the students saying calling a slap in the face. So basically, like having someone come and talk about AI or praise AI so much with that, it makes your degree obsolete. So, Mark, how do you feel about that? Like somebody talking about something that could actually make their jobs obsolete or their future careers obsolete. Is it tone deaf?
To me, I definitely feel like it's tone deaf. I also feel like it's to me. I would think that people who actually speak will do their research before you actually speak, because if you have different people with degrees, especially people who are in software engineering, different sciences like that, AI is being able to replicate and do all those different jobs. So for you to praise it and for them to just get the degree to move into those spaces, and for you to actually kind of disregard them completely and go into saying, AI it is a slap in the face. And I do agree. I think to me, they should, don't get me wrong, I think AI is great in conjunction with different, degrees, different people who are using it. But just to say that AI is going to be, which I mean, they're not lying. However, I think you're not really understanding people actually who are going to get their degrees and work in the new workforce. So, Mike, what do you think about this?
I think that they might as well at the universities. You might as well hand out 2-ply. I mean, because just based on their degrees, it's worth what goes on when you're done in the bathroom.
Yeah, I think it's sad. I think we're already having like this discussion of people who faking degrees and so many things, and these people pretend like they have a degree. And trust me, we both have a degree. So trust me, like it's definitely work. It's hard work you put into it, and for someone to kind of to not acknowledge, I'm not even a scholar, but to people who actually to kind of not really acknowledge how the hard work you go through and trying to whisk it all away and say, oh no, it's AI is will be the head of everything. And then I think was it one university the speaker said deal with it, just deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it.
I mean, like, what would you do? What would you do if someone
wait, graduated? Am I wrong? Was that the end quote of one of the villains on Jawbreaker and deal with it. If you do the recording, to deal with it. Remember which I murdered somebody. Now deal with it. Remember the Jawbreaker?
Team Dream. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, so I think it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, honestly, if someone said deal with it, I think I would get up, bum rush the stage, take the mic,
Yeah.
and I would freestyle battle rap, drop the mic, and then slap you with my degree. That's what I would do.
You might as well. Yeah, it's true. Your last story, Mark. Your last story, right?
Yeah, I have my last story. Yeah, so before we do this story, Mike, I want you to do something for me. I want you to give me some poses. So I want you to give me looks. Give you.
I'm forced to do it. It's hard for me. I'm forced to do it. Okay, are you done? Are you done here?
You don't know the reason why we're doing that is because you know. No, but you know it's. If you didn't know, so what we're doing because a famous influencer who actually is actually being charged for shooting a gun in the Everglades. If you didn't know, Clavicular, who's popular for face and lip maxing, got in trouble where he basically filmed his podcast where he's actually a video where he's out in the Everglades and shooting a gun at a dead alligator, which you didn't know is highly illegal in a encapsulated endangered species area. So he was sentenced to serving some community service. But not just that, but that wasn't the biggest part of the story though. The best part of the story is that the judge they chose for him to be actually to do his case, or actually to review the case, he actually looks better than the social media person. He looks better than the person who actually took a hammer to his face, did different things, illegal things you're supposed to do, you shouldn't be doing to your body. Don't do it, y'all. But to make himself look better. And then this natural judge came up and just outshined him and outdid, just basically looks better than him. So, Mike, what do you think about this story? What do you think about the whole entire thing?
I mean, not being judged by Dreamy. I don't know. I think it's
dreamy.
Big dreamy. I think it's great. I mean, like I think it's poetic justice. I think it's oh wow, look at that man. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah, boy, looks like nothing. I'm sorry. Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's hilarious. But like
he little boy him. He's son. He's like, you're my son.
He said you my nephew. You my twice removed because he is the. Exactly. Sorry, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back. He was way better than that man. I'm gonna stop making myself trouble. Go ahead, Mark.
I was saying he made me look like a step, so he's trapped in there, and never mind. We'll go there. Never mind. But yeah, I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious to me. I think they're doing it on purpose. That's the last couple, from what I'm hearing, the last couple of interviews he's been doing. The people he's been talking to and people have been put in his space have been way hotter than him. I think it might also just be a car.
Would you say they're better looking? Would you say they're better looking?
What you say?
Would you say they're better looking than the people he's been being forced to be around?
I think they're absolutely better looking than him. But I think also, there's certain factors that go into play. Like I know with Clavicular, he considers the Roman standard of beauty, which is the symmetry of your face, stuff like that. Yeah, whereas to me, I don't see beauty that way. I see beauty as being unique, different, and also I think being a little scraggly, having a little beard. I think he can be hot. But I think also, no person, most women I know, they don't want to look angry now.
Yeah. Well, also, what's going on with his lips there? Charles, is he a little bit of? Is he? I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
He must have just
like big hammer and chisel his lips. Is it an injection? Yeah, like Skeletor.
I don't know.
But so are you ready for our next segment? Our next segment.
Yeah, right for that. Lee, do you want to
And
come on
G-
up with us? This next segment
Come on out, our editor in chief. You see it somewhere.
before we get AI to replace you. AI to replace you.
How you imagine?
Don't you bring me out. I'll bring myself out.
Like, oh, Omar Martinez.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Do you want me to go first? Or
Yeah.
go, Mark, for a second.
Yeah, you go first. You go first. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Actually, let me go
we're-
first.
we're-
Let me go first. Because these will be cool questions, and then we'll do yours next. It'd be cool. So
Okay.
I have some cool questions I kind of brought up this spur moment. So these questions, they're not pre-planned. Michael doesn't know about this. Lee doesn't know about this, and I'm gonna ask get their honest reactions to these questions. Okay. So question number one, and actually I'm gonna say this too. If you know this question, you know me, you know what I'm gonna answer. How I'm gonna answer this question. But would you rather have a permanent loud alarm clock in your head that you can only hear, or have to wear wet socks every day? So which would you rather have?
I'd rather have the
alarm
alarm
clock.
I have an alarm clock.
What time's the alarm go off at?
Exactly.
It goes on every day
I'll
in
be
your head
like-
all day long.
I'll be right back.
All
You guys
day long.
continue. I'll be right back. You guys continue.
Okay. So it would go all day long. Like you would have an alarm off going on in your head, like tinnitus.
In your
basically.
head.
So either
Yes.
either wet
It's ringing,
feet or
always ringing.
tinnitus.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's what you think.
So all socks are wet to you. You know what?
Mhm.
I would go with the socks because I could take the socks off.
Oh, that's
You can't
gross.
take that off.
So Lee, hold on. So Lee, what do you think I would say?
You would say the socks.
I know Michael knows.
What would you say?
What I said, I would say,
Mark-
I would
Mark-
keep
the
the songs
alarm
or
clock.
the music.
You would go with the.
Yeah,
It's not permanent music.
I
though.
would do
It's
the alarm clock.
alarms.
because when I tell you, one of my pet peeves, my worst
Wet
things I hate
feet,
the
bro.
most is wet feet. Your wet socks.
It's
It's
disgusting.
to me, I don't know what it is. It's something about the foot. It's like gushy. Your step is like squishy, and your toes are all. Ugh. It's like I can't come.
Yeah, but you can take your socks off. You can't take the alarm out of your head. I just wouldn't
I
wear
don't know.
socks.
But even like, but listen,
No,
even
but you can't just go
I had to change it.
a drill, or that persona character to put a in a. Yeah, okay. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, you'll wake up 3 weeks later thinking you had 3 kids.
Ta-da!
Yeah, and you'll be 16 years old. She's 16 years old. I'm back. But no, that'd be a nightmare. Actually, go back.
You gotta
back
wonder,
to
did she
puberty
learn?
again?
Did she learn anything? Like, did she had 3 kids? Did she get a degree? Did like come back from that too?
Honestly, you'd be just dumb. You'd be pure dumb. You don't do anything with that information.
No. I have a question though. What if she's like, I went and got my doctorates in a fake thing, and I'll speak 12 languages. They're all fake. Or I'll be the other than you know, it's all in her hands. It's all fake.
I feel bad for her.
But no, but imagine. I know for me, I hated puberty. So
Reach
imagine
out.
the nightmare. How about that? That would be a nightmare to go through that again.
Yeah, that's grief. That's loss, especially children. Jeez.
That's very sad.
No.
Yeah, even if they weren't real.
All right, what's your next question, Mark?
All right. Yeah. What's up?
Okay, so question number 2. So this on behalf of women out there, we heard the question about the woman and the bear. So would you rather fight a bear with your bare hands or spend 24 hours locked in a dark room with a stranger? Michael.
A stranger.
Let's try this. So the bear is like, let's say the bear is like what, 4 years old.
Black bear or grizzly? Polar.
I can't believe I'm actually debating.
Four to.
I'll probably go with the stranger.
Grizzly.
I'm gonna go with the stranger, but it's really close. It's like neck and neck. But I'll go with the stranger.
I go with stranger because I know I can fight a stranger more than I can fight a bear. Have you ever seen those claws? Man, even at 4 years old, those things will rip your skin right off. Their teeth alone.
Yeah.
Mark?
I definitely would go with stranger for sure. We teach martial arts, Michael. Absolutely. I would definitely do it. I would be in a room with a stranger that I don't know. That because honestly, I never said that the stranger is dangerous or not. We don't know. You don't know, right? So
yeah,
it could be just cool.
Well, we all know the stranger danger Mark plays. It's called "Who's in My Mouth" after he turns off the lights.
Hey.
Let's everyone go dark. Let's everyone go dark. Let's just go dark.
I resemble that remark.
Somebody call Dane Cook.
No. What's about who's in your bed knobs and broomsticks? Okay, in your closets. Who's up in your closets, Lee?
Oh no, I'd be the one in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. We know, but yeah, man or woman.
Can you say out of women's mouth? You're not getting it. Or orthodontist.
With the dentist. It's because I'm a dentist.
If those two are 18, he's
hey, that's an optometry degree, not a dental degree.
DDS. Yeah.
Not OBP, not OPP or DDS, not OBP.
DDS.
Right. Okay. So, question number 2. Okay, what is the worst? I'm generally interested in your answer for these. What is the worst advice you've ever received that you actually followed?
Worst advice.
What is the worst advice?
Man, I sound so bad. I'm such a jaded person.
I don't know.
Actually, you know, we know we should play. What do you think the worst advice is for me?
That's a good question. Actually, that's a good question. That's a good one.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
Wait. Does your question involve condiments?
Just the purple Heinz ketchup.
Gross.
That's funny. Worst advice I ever received.
So, Mike,
I don't know. That's our question. I don't know. I can't think of anything like mine. Cause I feel like I kind of go off of what I think. I'll go off of what people tell me. I don't ever do. I never really do.
I kind of agree. I can tell you what I think. I think people always. Well, I guess I don't go by off what people say or kind of suggest. I mean, I do sometimes go. I mean, I do just follow suggestions. I think most people I talk to, I only listen to people who are really reputable. So most people I may have, they give really good suggestions. So I don't have to really worry too much. But I guess I would say a stranger. The crazy thing I think a stranger told me is like, oh, I know. We might used to work back a long time ago when we were we were working at McDonald's we were 16 years old working at a fast food restaurant, right? And then the manager goes, oh, because we're talking about, okay, well, we need to quit because we're going to school. We want to go to school. She's like, oh, well, you shouldn't quit because, you have a job here. And honestly, I have a cousin that went to school and all of a sudden, end up in debt and they end up having to work somewhere else. So you should stay here. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not, this is not my life. I'm not flipping fries and being the back of. And then if you guys didn't know, like we worked there, the night crew, it was like a club McDonald's they called it because back the day, parties. Yeah, and people would come up to us the next day saying, "Oh, what's your McDonald's open?" And this was not a 24-hour McDonald's, by the way. They said, "Oh, what's your McDonald's open at 3 a.m. because we can't buy this music blast? People were outside dancing." We're like, "What?"
It was insane.
So everybody got fired.
You're off the chain.
Everybody got fired. Everybody got fired.
Everybody got fired.
Because honestly, we come in the morning, nothing will be done, nothing will be clean, it was just ridiculous. So but needless to say, that dog's not there anymore, so we can talk about it because that whole place shut down.
But if you want to know where it was, it used to be Virginia Beach beside a Long John Silver. I got to talk it to you.
Yeah, it did.
you know.
So Lee, what about you, Lee? What was your suggestion? That was for?
My worst advice that I ever just give him another chance.
Yeah, it's true.
Follow through on. Anyways,
I can tell you mine. Can I tell you mine? So trust Lee. Just trust Lee.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
No,
That was the dumbest idea you could have had.
You'll never let you down. You'll never.
Yeah, just trust him.
Exactly. Yeah. You're in good hands.
Not problem. You're not problem.
Everything's gone. Everything's gone destroyed.
Oh God.
No, I would. It's okay. So I have two more. So what is one conspiracy theory that you would love to start to see people panic? Just one conspiracy theory that you could create that make people panic.
And it would catch on no matter what.
I got it. I got you, Mark. The Fanta virus. That's it. The Fanta. The actual drink.
Don't you want it?
No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that.
I love this
destroy Fanta.
What I do? That's what I would do. I would create a fake Bitcoin, name it after myself, and then have people install it. Basically, if I were using my power for evil, I would create my own coin and people invest in it so I can make more money, and then I'd jump in.
You would just be a rug puller. That's not a conspircy theory.
You literally described the life to a girl. Mark, you literally described the life at times.
I know.
No. I'll blow you both out of the water here. Here's the conspiracy theory. If you start to drink your own urine consistently for a month straight, you'll break yourself out of the matrix.
That's excuse, Lee?
I just want to see people do it.
Yeah.
For a month straight, just a bunch of people at the end of the month being like, but
that's Lee's king.
I just drank.
Hey,
listen here, I ain't no R. Kelly.
It's king.
P. Diddy and R.
I heard from Tab. I already heard it from
Tab. Lee got straight from Tab.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Hey, Mark, last question. Come on, get it.
Okay, last question. Okay, what is the dumbest conspiracy theory you've heard? The dumbest that you consider is the dumbest.
The last one we just said.
Oh no! That was funny. The dumbest one is when it was 1999, 2000, and it's going to be destroyed.
Oh, Y2K. Yeah.
I was like, come on, y'all. You gotta be done.
All right, are we gonna finally figure out which one of us is a flat earther?
Put in the comments.
Yeah, you put it. Who do you think it is?
Could it be me? Could it be Mark? Who is it?
Who is it?
Okay. No. Is that your answer? Is that your answer, Lee?
No.
The
biggest conspiracy theory that I think is the dumbest conspiracy theory out there. Here's a good one. Is if you get a good job and a good career and work 9 to 5, you'll have a great life. Or
to get a degree.
That's true.
Yeah, right there.
Very true.
That's the dumbest one I've ever heard. It's funny. I laugh because most of those CEOs, if you look up their history, they didn't go to university.
They don't go to
a lot of these CEOs were given their positions because they're business people. That's what they were, entrepreneurs. They didn't, if you look at some of the richest people on this planet, they didn't go get their degree. They didn't go to college. I'm not saying anything against it. 100%. If I have to go back for a degree, I want to go for optometry because I love eyes and I'm interested in the human thought process and psychology and all of that too, right? So I don't think school's dumb, but I think it's ridiculously funny that the irony of these CEOs telling people that their degrees are worthless while they've actually proven that at the same time. Oh, we got bots. Don't worry.
No, I totally agree with you. We're just gonna. No, but I totally agree with you. I agree. To me, I thought about that. We talked about this. I think we might talk about this a lot too. We got our degrees. It's great to have. I think also if you're going for educational purposes and actually to hone a skill, it's great to have. But to solely say that your life will be 100%, 1,000% better because of a degree, I think that's that's definitely false. I think
That's
also there, like you
conspiracy.
said, if you study CEOs and understand what they do, they actually went against most of go against what people do, because we're all formulated to follow this kind of pattern where we end up in debt and other things, where basically you end up in all these different type of situations where you think you're jumping out of the myriad of problems by getting a degree, but you're actually in a rat race to get
Yeah.
fall in the same pattern over and over again. So totally agree with that. But for me, I do think the dumbest conspiracy theory for me is flat earthers, because to me there is scientific evidence proving that the world is round, and that just by the stars, by the sun and setting and and rising, there are so many different things that and there's this mathematical equations that actually follow, and when it comes to the equator, the what is it, the prime meridian, there's so many different things that are scientifically proven that are actually exist, and people believe that the earth is so flat and they can't, that you'll fall off the earth if you go off the edge of it. I find that to be very ridiculous, in my opinion. So yeah.
Sweet. So let's go into the last little scenes. I want you all to say, but do you show the clip of the Office, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is our next segment. Okay. So this is One's Gotta Go Office Edition. Office Edition. Are you guys ready for the
Office Edition?
Okay. So One's Gotta Go. This to you and Mark. Coffee, Wi-Fi, or free snacks in the break room?
Coffee, Wi-Fi, or the free snacks?
Which one's gotta go?
Coffee, Wi-Fi, or free snacks?
Coffee, Wi-Fi, or free snacks? I'm gonna say okay, well, I'm gonna say coffee for me, because I don't drink coffee, so it doesn't affect me. I know most people will totally disagree with me and they'll want to fight me in the comments. Fight me, but for me, I'm not a coffee person, and to me, I like free snacks. I think there's always a perk when you when I come into my job, it's cool to go in the basket, you get little snacks, or you go to a vending machine, you get little your little here and there. I like that. So
what do you say, Lee?
We're in the office. This is what we are. This is where we are.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I'm getting rid of Wi-Fi. I'm getting rid of.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the Wi-Fi because I love my coffee and snacks. Sure, because in the office you're gonna have a plugged-in connection. What do I need? Wi-Fi?
Yeah, on your computer itself. On the computer itself, but you can't free roam on the computer at work though, unless you.
Yeah, you got my phone for that. So.
It's true. Use your data. Use your data. Suck up all that data.
Yeah.
Good data.
I got to
watch all that good corn on your while you're at work.
At the office. Yeah.
That should do that.
I believe there's people who do that. Don't worry.
Hold on. We're having an expose now on Lee and his.
All right, here's what we really do.
We're currently in my office.
We are. So here we go. Here's the next one. So casual Fridays, team lunches, or team building exercises. Casual Fridays, team lunches, or team building exercises.
Can I just get rid of all team things?
Yeah, all team things. All team.
I'll keep. If you force me to hang out with the people at the office that I'm like, even if I like them, I go home and I'll hang out with them then. At the office, if I'm at the office, I kind of want to do work. Like team building exercises basically forces me to go and hang out with the people at work. And if I don't want to hang out with them, then
you're stuck.
You're kind of stuck. So
like Chuck.
And plus, I would rather have casual Fridays. I'd rather be able to show up at the office and like just regular.
How about you, Mark? Which one do you like, Mark?
No, I told you honestly, I'll give it a team. If I had to, at a choice, team building. To me, because honestly, team building to me, it's the most annoying. It's like the trust fall. Honestly, if I could, I'd be a person that would just walk away and the person just fall and hit the ground. Like if I could, but
just drop.
just for comic relief. But honestly, I think to me it's performative. It does. I understand it's supposed to have a purpose of everyone coming together and kind of forming a bond with each other. But I feel like you should already have that bond established before when you're before you get to that point, in my opinion. Like when you have a team, I think it's important that your team talks to each other, get to know each other, and also understand I know also certain team building you can learn people's work ethic and their style of work, but I think it's more important just to probably talk to them, have a conversation first. I think that's more important than having a whole
Here's another one. So here's another one. Would you rather have which one would you which one would you like to get rid of, or one has to go basically? So the on-site gym, nap pods, or unlimited coffee. Dang, what kind of job is this? Like, there's a nap pod. This is
That's Google.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
So which one would you get rid of?
On-site gym.
Yeah, you're the on-site gym. Like, why would you want to see your coworkers at the gym? That's like a nightmare.
Well, why would you want? Again, if I'm going to the gym, it's because I need to escape what I did that day, and I do not need to do it at work. This is like the idea of here's another conspiracy theory. Everything is in 15 minutes within you, so 15-minute cities. Well, just because it happened in China doesn't mean it's going to happen here. But that exactly goes into tail with Japanese culture. Like, have you ever seen these guys just sitting at their like lunchroom or whatever, and they're all crying together because they only have that little bit of time. They're not actually expressing anything. They're just sitting together and crying in silence and going back to work. It's the same thing. It's like they go to work, they go to the gym, they go to the team building exercise, they go back to work, and it's just constant work. They don't get to think of anything else. I want something else.
Let me give it a little context. Let me give a little context to what you're saying, Lee. So a lot of people who don't know, if you know about Japanese work culture, they're taught to have a more tighter bond with each other. They're in the office a lot more often, and also when it comes to working at the job, they're taught that their boss they need to be at the job longer than their boss is. So they need to stay. So if the boss is staying late, they need to stay later than he stays. So if he leaves, then that's your opportunity to go. So like a lot of times, but they're saying their thought process by proxy. If you're at work constantly, then you're always hardworking, which is not always true. And I also agree with
it's performative. To me, it's like if you're at work all the time, you're not really getting anything done at all. Period. So it's a fake thing that the Japanese culture made up to make people think, oh, well, we work so hard, we're all here all the time. It's like, no, actually, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not help. And all you're doing is you're promoting these corporations to basically use you and to like drain you all your when you're not really getting anything done. And because it's proven psychologically that other companies in other countries are way more productive than Japan.
Correct. I think also too, the other thing too about that too is they're also taught to like Lee was saying, you're blending your private life into your personal life. So like a lot of times when you go out to drink and stuff, they want the big cultures, get drunk. Most of the employees and employers, they'll go out with their coworkers and they get them super drunk. And they have funny like little clips and memes of people actually passing out. People will leave bottles of water on the street because they get so drunk with their coworkers, right? So
here's your trust fall. This is your trust fall.
Yeah,
ready?
You
got
it. just fall forward. No, but no, I agree. I think also, I think it's I understand if you want a gym where people can come and kind of work, and especially if you're in a big city, it's harder to find different places to kind of work out. However, like Lee was saying, like there should be a separation of certain things, and to me, you have your own personal private life, and it's unfair. It's unfair to assume that people won't get the job. Like you're already about your work life now. You're already at work more times than you're at home. So like it's important to have your own space and have your own privacy.
But also, be real. Do you want to see Linda from accounting doing clean and jerks at the gym? After all day, you be trying to like just get right out your head and give those bad breath and tuna sandwiches out of your face because all day in the break room you smell and burnt popcorn and everything else. Now like I see you in the gym bent all over putting up stuff you can't pick up. I'm done. Good.
All right. Moving on.
No, what do you want? What do you want?
Hold on. I'm starting to remember that Lee smells the seats of his coworkers. Lee smells the seat.
The seats of the coworkers. Lee, that's disgusting. All right. Okay. Okay. Last one for this one. Would you rather get rid? Which one would you get rid of? Dress codes, working from home 1 day a week, or late start Mondays?
Say that one more time.
Dress codes.
Dress code, work from home 1 day a week, or late start Mondays.
Dress codes.
Yeah,
What
I agree
what
with
I
dress
would get
codes
rid
too.
of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, one's gotta go.
Yeah, it would be dress codes for sure. Yeah, I think to me, like
Dress
I think
codes.
now, well, it depends on what your work is, right? So I think if, for example, if you're working at a designer for a law firm or something, and you have to dress up, that's different. But I think if you're in a technology company, or if you're at a company where you're not customer facing, then I thought you shouldn't have a. To me, this shouldn't make a difference if it's just dress code or not, in my opinion.
How about you, Lee? You said it already.
Dress codes. Yeah, I
I
think dress codes.
I
100%.
agree.
I would rather get there late on Mondays, and I would rather work home from Fridays. So
That makes sense, right?
get rid of your dress code.
I'm glad you changed the stock photo. So now we're on our next one. So I get to play my favorite person in the world, Iyanla Van Zandt. So you're a psychiatrist or psychologist.
Fixing
So
life.
I want to fix your life. So this one's got to go. Just
Fix your
lifestyle,
life edition. All
emotional.
right. All right.
So,
But,
which
but,
one?
but hold on. For Lee, you're gonna need Buddha. You're gonna need Ayanna Van Zant. You're gonna need Oprah. You're gonna need Jesus. You're gonna need Vishnu.
yes.
You need some
And
alcohol.
Daytona.
You need
Daytona.
I'm gonna need alcohol.
alcohol.
Screwdriver.
All this stuff.
Screwdriver.
True.
A live orangutan. Okay.
Restraints, click clacks, side whistles.
Exactly.
we keep going.
I need some side hose for my side whistles.
Exactly. Ukulele. All right. Anyway, so back to the story. So, okay. One's got to go, right? You guys ready?
Yep.
Love, success, or happiness?
Love.
Actually, yeah. I agree.
Mm,
Because you get so much more done without your emotions in the way.
yeah. That sucks. We gotta say that, but
I get
Yeah,
to still be
I would
happy
say-
and have success. Goodbye, love.
I mean, why not?
Consider me jaded, but I'm still saying.
no. But honestly, if you think about it, isn't love a success in a way? I would think it's
It's
honestly
also
not
a bit of
I mean,
happiness too.
His happiness
Yeah.
too.
yeah. So yeah, I would say love too.
Here's the next one. Loyalty, honesty, or compassion?
Compassion.
I would say, see, loyalty, honesty, or compassion. You said loyalty, honesty, or compassion. I would say,
Yeah. I'm gonna say
No,
compassion.
honestly, I'm gonna say. Oh no, I'm gonna say. Actually, I would probably say. Actually, right. Because then also, people want the truth, but sometimes you don't want it. It's hard to hear. A lot of times,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I think
The
if
right
someone's
thing
loyal,
isn't always the easiest thing.
so I think if someone's loyal to you, they're going to have your best interest at heart. So loyalty would definitely stay for me. I probably say truth. I guess truth. I would think.
Honesty. You'd get rid of honesty.
Honesty.
Everybody
Everybody lying to everybody. Everybody lying to everybody.
Yeah.
But people are doing it anyway.
Yeah. We currently live in that.
All right.
Yeah.
So would you get rid of your past memories, present experiences, or future dreams?
Future dreams.
That's cold. It's cold. It's some
I
cold.
get rid of my
shit.
future dreams. No, because your past shapes who you are. Your present is what you are. Your dreams is what you think you can become. And if you get rid of your future dreams, you can still become anything. Doesn't
It's
matter.
true.
Just because you don't dream doesn't mean it's not going to be there.
It's not there
But your
anymore.
past will never be gone. And if you lose your past, your future is undefined.
True. And also you use that expectation.
And if you're not in your present, you're only living in the anxiety or the fear.
of trying to move forward.
I mean, in all reality, you need all of them. But I think honestly, I feel like you don't need your past because you can create your own reality right now. You can create your reality at the moment in your present moment. So
How are you
I
going to
would
walk
say,
if you didn't
I
learn
think
to
the
walk?
past is important to learn from for sure. I do believe that. That's true. How you gonna use the restroom? How you gonna? I don't know. But I would say, but I want to give. But then also, what do you have looking forward to your future? Like you have nothing to look forward to.
See, that's a problem with this.
You
You
like
know
a
what?
mind
That
that's
is a
like
huge. That is an issue. You know, something is because you're sitting there thinking you need to look forward to something. Do you know what I mean? That's not true. You don't need to look forward to anything because what you're currently doing right now is all you should be focused on. And if you stop anticipating the future and let it just be a surprise every single day, you're going to have a lot more fun. You're going to be a lot happier. If you stop thinking about what's coming, the anticipation is usually greater than the actual thing itself. Okay? Think about sex, for example. When you meet somebody new for the first time, you haven't slept with them, but the anticipation of it, the thought of it, that itself is getting you to a point where you're like, wow, oh my God. And then when you sleep with the person and it's bad, what happens?
Say names.
The anticipation is generally
Say their name.
greater than the actual thing. Right?
If
So
it's
if you
bad,
get
just say
rid of
yours.
that,
Say their name.
say that. What if you? What if I'm just talking about myself? What if I'm the bad?
Hey, women out there, write in the comments. I'll get
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, look, there's no
Sign
comments.
it,
Must
sign
be
it.
true.
you turn them off. You turn them off.
But the
every aspect.
anticipation is something. If you do every day, if you wake up every day with something new as a surprise, you're going to be a lot happier. If you focus on what you're doing right now, you can create a better future. If you stop thinking about what's coming, you're never going to have that anxiety.
All right.
But
One more to go.
Michael. But what the people who live in the past, who actually dwell, and they always, to me, I think you're right. I think it's important to be in your present day mind. I think that's the understanding of what you're saying. I definitely get that part of it. But I'm saying you shouldn't be living in the past or the future, to be honest, in any kind of way. You should be actually in
the current moment. As what Lee said earlier.
So it looks like it's getting rid of two things:
No.
your past memories.
Your past and future. Yes, exactly.
Okay, here we go. So this is the last one. So the last one is: would you get rid of inner peace, personal achievement, or community impact?
Ooh.
Inner peace, personal achievement, or community impact?
Personal achievement.
Yeah, personal achievement for sure. Yeah, personal achievement. I think those things.
Personal achievement, yes.
We in general, we still as a collective live with each other, right? We are still connected in a way. So I think no matter what we do, it's going to be an achievement either way if you're helping people. So.
Community impact is an achievement. It's probably the biggest achievement you can have.
There's always inner peace. Inner peace is such so underrated. That
you know what? The path to inner peace is going to be through community impact.
It is.
They all work together. Yeah.
So is that what you said? Is that you said the orgy, Lee? Is that what you said the orgy last time?
Yeah. And
that's
what he said at the buffet.
Impact.
He said the buffet after the orgy.
I'm sorry. They look at you in those kind of situations. You have to go with a partner. I don't have a partner, so they won't let me in. So when I did say these things, they're like, "Fuck it, just let him in. He's so good."
Yeah, you have talk.
Ours is an MGM movie. It's a deep impact.
There's a lot of chatter, but no talking. A lot of moving.
you can stand in the corner.
Applauding, clap. No one can give it. Anyway, that's it. That's it for show. I want to thank my guest and thank my brother, my co-host Mark, so much for being here. If you want, two things to remember. So one thing, I'm Luxurious is playing at Another World in Vancouver Island, BC, June 4th, actually June 5th. So, also Mark is playing in California.
Yes, I'll be at the Midnight Sun playing at the clubs, and also we'll be take a look out for us on Instagram. We'll have lots of different information on what we're doing this summer too as well. We'll be all over festivals, so there's a lot of festivals coming up, guys. We're excited to see you. Show us some love. We'll show you love too. We can't wait to be around you again. So yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us at the Luxurious Lounge. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.